Alright, what's up everyone? Duquesne23 here, and I'm here with my wife.
Hello.
And we are doing another Fan Mail Friday. Woo! What are you laughing? She's tired.
I'm tired.
She is. She's always tired doing these because, you know, she has to go to work in like 5 hours. Or, I guess, wake up in like 5 hours. But, whatever. You do it for the fans.
All for you.
Okay. But alright, so, before I get started, I got a new phone. Do you see this? I'll take a screenshot of it and so you can see it. But it's the Nokia Lumia 1020. It has like a 42 megapixel camera.
That's 41, come on.
41 megapixel camera, 1 pixel off. But that is pretty amazing for a cell phone. It does beautiful pictures. But okay, let's go ahead and get into this. And let's see here, Austin62 Halo. He asked, okay, Duquesne, so I know you have not read much of the Halo books, but have you read any of the comics, specifically Halo Escalation? No.
Well,
I really only do like the Halo games. Like I only follow Halo games and stuff like that.
Did you know the existence of
Yes.
Halo? Okay. So you
Yes.
knew there was a comic.
I know about them all, but I just don't get around to reading them. You know, it's just, I don't know, I'd just rather play something than read something. That's what it is now, you know. I don't have anything against anyone, you know, wanting to read all that stuff and stuff. It's just not what I like doing, so, yeah.
I don't read good.
I read good.
Okay.
But alright, so next one is from Phantom Lucario. Hi, Duquesne23. I'm still in China.
Yay.
So, I hope you're enjoying your time in China.
We want to be there.
Yeah, even though he's not able to see this video until he comes back. But still, so anyways, I was wondering, how are you making money? Are you making money by making content on YouTube, or do you have another job that gets you a little more money? I know there are a lot of YouTubers that have paid to play video games and upload them on YouTube, so how are you getting paid? So if you consider me making money, don't consider that. The thing is, YouTube, you have to be really large to actually make a decently well amount of money compared to a normal job. Like if you have a normal 80-hour a week, or what is it? It's 80 full-time job, like seriously, you're gonna have to really like be very popular and stuff. Back whenever I was doing Halo 4, I was making enough money for, what would you say, a little bit more than a part-time job?
No, I'd say probably just a part-time job.
At about a part-time job?
Yeah, you were
That's
probably right around there.
pretty much what I was making during Halo 4 News, is about at a part-time job. So that tells you what I'm making now, kind of, and it's... But, yeah, so don't expect it. If you're getting into YouTube, don't expect, just do it because you love it, and if you don't love it, then don't do it. Because most likely you will not get that popular enough to be able to make enough money.
Well, right now, since you're not getting as many views, because like you said before, with all the news and stuff,
yeah,
it you know, that like you said, that would have been like a part-time job. But like right now, kind of how we consider it is he's a stay-at-home dad, with a hobby. That
I would have a
makes a
real
little bit of income.
I would have a real job if Aiden wasn't born, most likely, right now.
Yeah.
Like I would still be doing YouTube, no matter what. If I have a real job, I would still do YouTube. Of course, I wouldn't be able to upload.
Job.
Yeah.
A different job.
A different job, whatever, a full-time job type of thing. I would still be doing YouTube, but the deal is, I wouldn't, of course, be doing as much because of the fact that, you know, I will be working throughout the day and stuff. But, you know, the deal is, I don't know, just with Aiden right now, it allows me to do this and hopefully build it up enough to where it can make enough to where it's at least close to full-time, or maybe not even that close, like at least more than a part-time job, you know, type of thing. So, and of course, once Aiden and if we have any other kids go off to school, I could spend a lot more time making videos and stuff, if it's to that point where I could keep doing this as much as I do. But yeah, so there you go. There's that question. But alright, so next one is from Runner3600. Hi Duquesne, I was wondering, this is a new person here. Runner3600. So thank you for joining the site, and thank you for asking a question there, and welcome. Hi Duquesne, I was wondering what your least favorite game is of all time. I would like Lady Duquesne to answer this too, if possible. Also, do you play Minecraft? I was wondering because of the Project Spark map you made. I didn't make that Project Spark map. Someone else made that map. I wish I could be smart enough to make that map. Like, that was extremely complicated.
That's why he always puts the creator.
Yeah, I always had it. You know, well, no, I don't have it in the title on there. Well, no, on the showcase stuff, I don't have the creator and title, but I always say it in the video. A little pop-up comes up on the screen in the video saying, you know, that. And, of course, I always have it in the description also.
You don't want to take credit for someone else's work.
But, yeah, I did not make that Minecraft deal, but I'll get back to the least favorite game thing. I do play Minecraft. We are opening up a Minecraft server that's coming fairly soon. We're getting somewhat close. I'm messing with all the permissions and everything right now. Like, we got kind of the world set up. We just got to mess with all the permissions to make sure. And then it'll be into beta and stuff. And then that will be opening up.
I think I have a least favorite game.
What?
That I was just completely, I can't even play this. Whenever we bought Bomberman, I love Bomberman on my Super Nintendo. That's
and
like
even the 360 arcade.
It's like my favorite game and my least favorite game because the Nintendo version is my favorite.
Yeah.
But whenever you bought me the Xbox. It's just the original Xbox.
No, I think it was Xbox 360.
Is it 360?
But it was a standalone Bomberman game where it was like third person view, like not above type of view.
And it wasn't Bomberman. Like, you were like some soldier.
Yeah, like it was a weird soldier type of thing. It wasn't like the little Bomberman guy.
Metroid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where you're
like Samus.
Like the big,
type of thing. But
you get like, you know, however many levels on and you die, whoop, back to the very beginning.
Yeah, there's no save things at all. None at all. Like, at least in the original Bomberman, once you beat a level, it gives you like a code or something where you can enter that code and go back to where you were.
Yeah.
This one, no saves at all.
Unless we were just doing something wrong, there was no way. The music wasn't.
Yeah.
There was nothing exciting on the soundtrack, and then the way every map looked bland.
Yeah, it was.
I just don't remember liking anything about it.
Yeah, it was pitiful. The controls, the way it felt, was horrible. Yeah. All that stuff.
And we actually bought it. It was a full game we purchased.
But you know, I don't really know what my least favorite game is, just because most games I enjoy that I buy. You know, like type of thing. I don't play games mainly that I don't like.
What's the one that disappointed you?
One that disappointed me the most?
That you were kind of like,
Defiance.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have bought this.
Defiance.
You thought about Defiance?
I still liked it. I still liked the game. I didn't think, oh, I shouldn't have bought it because I still enjoyed it and stuff. But it disappointed me the most. The thing is, it's just that, like, I don't know if I have a least favorite game. So I'm just going to say Defiance is the most disappointing game.
Yeah, because it's not your least favorite.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure there's other games
the Bomberman one is probably more of a least favorite.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other ones out there you hate.
But the deal is, though, the Defiance game, it was an MMO on 360. It started out going great. In the beta, it was pretty cool. They had a couple vehicles in the beta, like they had a truck and all that stuff. Whenever the full game came out, they took out the truck and stuff, and they pretty much only gave you like a couple four-wheelers and a couple other like Doom Buggy style vehicles, and they took out the truck. I was like, why in the heck would you take out the truck?
So, so it was a situation where you just had higher expectations.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, they took out some stuff that were in the beta that why would you take out, like the truck type of thing and everything else. But I don't know. That's probably my most disappointing game. So.
And no least favorite.
Yeah, no least favorite. All right, so the next question is from Captain Curlio, and he asked, what would you do with $1 million? $1 million.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we've answered that one before.
For $1 million, though? Like, have we, or just win the lottery or something?
Maybe it was like if you win the lottery,
or I don't know.
Or something similar.
Yeah.
And I think our answer would be the same.
Our answer is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Like,
we'd buy our house, our dream house, nothing massive.
Nothing crazy. It probably what we would have for our house is a 5-bedroom house. Would you say 1 master bedroom? You know, and just 4 other bedrooms. In case we have 3 kids, we don't know exactly how many kids we're gonna have, you know, and stuff. But in case we have 3 kids, that means we'll have a guest bedroom. Yeah. And then we would have a office/game room for me. And of course, it'd have to be pretty large and stuff. Like that's where we'll get where it gets more expensive of a house.
But it wouldn't be.
It would be a more expensive of a house, not ridiculous, but just more expensive of a house because of the things that will go in the house. You know, like the kitchen and stuff. It would be a nice, real big kitchen with a you know, large island and all that stuff. You know, real open and everything. Very open floor plan, everything like that. And the deal is the same thing with the game room. The game room I would have surround sound wired actually through the walls and stuff like that.
And we live in Texas, so you get a lot for your money. We've learned that by watching, you know, House Hunters and all these, you know, HGTV TV shows.
The house, what we just described and everything, that would be, it's a fairly large house. What would you say, maybe 3,000 square foot or something? Probably.
Yeah,
3,000 square foot.
Well,
I'm just saying, but
if we had $1 million,
I'm just saying though, with a large, like we would have a larger living room, larger like bedrooms and stuff.
You could get that a lot cheaper here than you can.
Yeah, a 3,000 square foot house you could probably get for like 250,000. Wouldn't you say?
Certain ones.
Well, yeah.
I would say probably 300,000.
300,000 to play it safe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would go more than 300,000 though for a 3,000 square foot house.
It wouldn't be like some of these people who win the lottery and go spend the whole thing on a house.
Yeah. So see, that's, you know, it's a lot cheaper than there's some places like in New York and California and things like that. You can get a tiny little like 2-bedroom house or something like that, and it would be like $500,000. And it's just
crazy.
like what? What?
It's just higher demand, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know, whenever you have less space, I guess
naturally, I would buy every single console out there.
Oh yeah, like your
including past consoles that I don't have. I would want to have every single one.
Fair, because we have
every single one. Like I would want to have the Atari. I would want to have like the original Nintendo since we already had the Super Nintendo. Just everything like Dreamcast and you know all that stuff.
And of course, we would probably buy.
Well, at least all the main popular consoles.
We would probably buy new cars, but they would.
They wouldn't be crazy. My dream car is a Mini Coupe.
It'd be like a $14,000 car, $12,000.
Okay,
car.
my reasonable dream car is a Mini Coupe.
Yeah.
But now since we have, see, at first my dream was shattered because you know whenever you have a family, you can't have a Mini Coupe because there's only 2 doors. But now they have 4-door Mini Coupes. And it's like, yay, my dream, it's back.
You'd want a Hummer.
So, yes, but that is my unreasonable one, though.
Yeah.
Because the Hummers, the Hummer that I want is the original H1 Alpha, like the military style one. And those cost like $100,000.
Yeah, we probably.
And so I wouldn't worry about that. And the gas to be able to just drive from here to the gas station will cost you about $50,000.
And then the rest of the money we would split up into college funds for our kids. So that way when they go to college, we're not paying off loans.
Exactly. That's what we do. And just if we have any leftovers, just throw it into something, you know. We'd probably
like put it in savings or put it into investments.
Some sort of investments of something.
And just live pretty comfortably. But I don't think we'd blow it.
And then we would also probably still work. Not necessarily like work like crazy. Do something more than what you enjoy, and it doesn't matter about the money. Like I would do my YouTube. I would still work. I would still get some sort of pay.
You still work part time.
Yeah, and then I could work part time at like I don't know, a GameStop or whatever. You know, just work at some fun place or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's important.
I could only have like 5 hours a week. That'll work.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's important, even if you're filthy rich. It's still important to.
Yeah, work. It's
contribute
keep bringing
to society
and keep bringing in some money. So you're not just spending it all.
Spending off all your money, not adding to it. Yeah. We would want to make at least enough money to, because you know we of course would have everything paid off, so we wouldn't have a car payment or mortgage or anything like that. So you just go out and work and make enough money to buy groceries. Yeah. Pay electricity.
So the next question is from BKPA guy, and he says, I'm a little nervous that I haven't seen a post from Biowulf yet. I was shocked too whenever I closed this thread, so there's no more posts once we're making this. I was shocked, but yeah. Maybe I should ask a really drawn out question with lots of mistakes, just in case he doesn't make it in time for this week's Fan Mail Friday. LOL, just kidding, Biowulf. Oh, we all love writing Biowulf. It's one of those things. That's why we started the hashtag Blame Biowulf. My bad. Hashtag Blame Biowulf. Hashtag. Okay, so question for Duquesne. What would be the first thing you would want to accomplish if you were hired by 343 Industries tomorrow? Anything that has to do with race and Forge.
Yeah.
So my first things would be to fix Forge. Not saying that Forge will be messed up in Halo 5. I'm not saying that, but it probably won't.
There's certain things that you would like to be added. You want a terrain editor. You want race to be more.
I want weather effects. I want more like palettes that you can put, like, you know, you can paint different walls, different colors. Like you can have a UNSC palette for this wall, a Covenant palette for this wall, a Promethean palette for this wall. You know, like, it's all the same wall, but you could change between all the different styles.
And you've, even like at RTX, you've told members of 343 what you would like.
And I'm going to tell them again, this RTX.
Yeah.
I will be annoying, but in a good way. Not in a mean way.
They know.
They do know. That's why whenever BS Angel, when we were playing Project Spark, like she was playing Project Spark on the stream.
Get any ideas.
Like she was forming the terrain, doing all the terrain editing and stuff. And she goes, don't get any ideas, Duquesne. And so that was great. Yeah, because I was getting ideas. Because I was over there typing in the stream like, hey, check this out. So question for Lady Duquesne, why don't you want a dog? They're so fluffy and happy.
I love dogs. And, I always thought, we would get a dog. But, whenever you have a kid and you have your own house, you don't want dog hair everywhere. You don't want your kid getting trampled by some dog running around. You
have to be careful with that with little kids and everything.
Yeah, it's healthier for him to not have the dog hair.
It is, yeah.
And yeah, I don't want to sit on my couch in my slacks before I go to work and then have dog hair on me.
Yeah.
That's really why. I mean, I love dogs.
It's all the cleanliness stuff.
I just don't really want one in my house.
Yeah.
Like I used to want one. Yeah.
So, there you go.
But I still love them.
But then he asked a question for Aiden. Do you like mommy or daddy more? We will roll that.
Dicey.
We will roll that. Ooh, you're starting fights.
All right. So we are here for this Famo Friday. And Aiden's question, let me read off exactly. What was his? Do you like mommy or daddy more? Ooh. So right now he's checking out reading some books right here. Is that a good one?
He chooses books.
But I don't know how we're really going to do this. But what we could do is just by him saying something. Now, because the thing is, he'll want to see the phone. I'm recording.
Go to you.
Yeah, I'm recording with my new phone. Ooh,
Mommy has a book.
But, no, what I'm going to say is, here we go. This is what we're going to do. All right, Aiden, who do you like better, daddy or mommy? Stop trying to look at the phone.
Aiden. Daddy or mommy?
Daddy or mommy? Mommy or daddy?
Say one of them.
You have to say daddy or mommy or daddy.
We're
not going.
He's like, I'm not going to play favorites.
Bye-bye.
Say daddy or mommy or daddy. Which one?
Stop walking around.
Say daddy or mommy or daddy.
Aiden, say daddy or mommy or daddy. You have to say it both ways just because you don't want to.
Say mommy
hey,
or daddy.
Where are you running off to?
Say mommy or daddy, daddy or mommy.
Aiden, say mommy or daddy.
Just pick.
Aiden, mommy or daddy?
Can you say one?
Mommy or daddy?
You're drooling.
Yeah, he's starting to tease.
Book?
Really, Aiden? Are you not going to say anything? Mommy or daddy?
Bye-bye.
All right, well, I guess he doesn't want to choose.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, Aiden.
Say mommy.
Say bye-bye.
Say mommy.
But, okay, and then to question for the grandparents, Duquesne, Jennifer's parents, what is your favorite video games? So your dad said they didn't want to get on camera, so we'll just explain it. Your dad likes Pong, and your mom? Tetris. So there you go. There's. They didn't want to get on camera, guys. But then he said, fantastic Famo Friday last week. Thanks for the hard work you put into them. No problem. And thank y'all for watching them and liking. And that is it for this Famo Friday. So be sure to go to the link down in the description to ask yourself a question. Why do I always say that? Ask a question for us from yourself. And I guess that will be it. And I guess we'll see y'all next time.
And what's your least favorite game?
Oh, what's your least favorite game?
Yeah.
There you go.
And if your parents have an opinion, what's their favorite game?
Yeah, there you go. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, everyone.
Bye. Bye.